Streets. Join us today. Good day, world. I am the architect of Tycoon Streets. It is a geo-economic ecosystem that overlays all of our existing society. I am on my way to the Mac Lab now to continue to build the ecosystem in the digital platform. Join me daily for updates. Making my way to the Mac Lab to go build Tycoon Streets. Please stay connected so you can join the platform when it launches. If you are a programmer, you have played with Python script or Unity program development, please hit me up. I need some help out here. Tycoon Streets has 10 million shares for our company, and I have the full authority to grant them to individuals who assist in the development of our project. Please contact me today if you have experience in marketing, information technology development, or have any great ideas to help streamline our project. Loading up Unity platform on a Mac Lab PC. Join Tycoon Streets to interact with us at your college campus, theme parks, casinos, grocery stores, museums, airports, train stations, bus terminals, your favorite restaurant, concert area, soccer games for youth sports, high school sports, college sports, and even professional sports. Self-guided tours at your favorite locations, and even battle for cards at the local mall and entertainment venues. Tycoon Streets, coming to a mobile phone near you.
Welcome to Tycoon Streets. Conquer the world.
Look at that! Best mofongo in the metaverse! Empty pockets, full ambition. The city is waiting to be conquered. Tycoon Streets, own your campus.
Dropping 3, 2, 1, go! Target locked on American International College. Touchdown, card collected. Let's snag Boricua Bites and the awards hall. Minigame time, match, blast, combo 4, set complete.
Welcome to Tycoon Streets, the geo-economic mixed reality platform where you can gamify the real world.
Time to check the coffers. Oh dear, not a cent to spare. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Hello there, Lakeview lot. Let's see what you've got for me. Splendid, a perfect match. And now, right where you belong.
There's the plaza. Let's grab it. Nice chain. One more. Boom. Pineapple Plaza is mine. Into the wallet you go. All right, who's next?
Day 1 has come to a close, and I'm logging out. Tycoon Streets, Day 2. Welcome back, world, to Day 2. I'm in the Mac Lab again, working on Tycoon Streets, looking for anybody that can assist me streamline this process, and stay tuned for more. Loading up. Here we go. Day 2. Here we go. Creating the cards right now. Boom, banging. Whoa. Day 1 has come to a close, and I'm logging out. Come back tomorrow for another update on Tycoon Streets. Coming to a device near you. Tycoon Streets, Day 3. Headed to the Mac Lab to go work on Tycoon Streets. Today is Day 3. I welcome you to come back every day for updates. Day 3, baby. Building this app. Day 3. Anybody out there want to help me streamline the process? Hit me up. Back in the Mac Lab. Getting ready to boot up Unity and build this application. And I'm looking for anybody that has experience in information technology, networking, and marketing. Any legal people out there. Trying to build a team, y'all. Hit me up. Loading up. We is ready. Loading up. Here we go. Day 3, baby. Day 3. On and popping. Gotta load her up next. Patent pending logic. Got a card to spawn. Here you go. The first card in the system. It doesn't have any visuals on it yet. But it's a card and it has spawned at the designated location. Logging out for the day. Day 3 has come to a close. Day 4. Welcome to Day 4 building Tycoon Streets on campus. Join me every day for updates. Back in the Mac Lab. Still looking to build a team. If you have any experience in information technology or in building a business or marketing that business, if you have any legal experience when it comes to patents and trademarks and copyright law, hit me up. I'm looking to build a team here. Loading up. Day 4. This script right here, implemented into a file found in here, gave me the ability to create this right here. Create Tycoon Streets card data. Whoa, huge step. And there is the card. And here is the data that's going to be implemented. Just one step closer. The hard part is done. I have created the general cards. Now Google Maps and Mapbox will automatically generate cards based on their public data. Bam, baby. Got this. Getting ready to establish the map inside of the Unity game. Check it out. Here we go. About to implement it right now. 4 minutes. 8 minutes. Ooh, it's fluctuating fast. My brain is pounding. Anybody that knows how to use Unity, please hit me up. I need some help out here. Day 4 has come to a close. I've exhausted my mental capacity. Day 4 has come to a close. Anybody that can help me out, please hit me up. Tycoon Streets, coming to a device near you. Welcome to Day 5. Just arrived on campus, headed to the Mac Lab. Day 5 of building Tycoon Streets. Remember, if you know anybody that can help me streamline the process, Hit me up. So today I'm going to take a slight detour from building Tycoon Streets as a digital asset and building Tycoon Streets as a physical entity. I am incorporating Tycoon Streets into a corporation in Massachusetts. We are being granted 10 million shares. And today I'm going to explain how different individuals in our company will have access to pieces of those shares. The main thing about a company is its shares. A share is a piece of the company. Tycoon Streets is going to be split into 10 million pieces. A company that has a legal structure of a corporation in Massachusetts has the ability to choose how many shares they would like to incorporate with at their inception. I chose 10 million shares because it gives me a broad ability to incentivize individuals who are assisting streamlining this corporation so that they get paid back in a fair manner for their time and energy. So today, we start off with $10 million shares. And as the owner, I'm going to keep 8 million of those shares. $2 million shares that I can split amongst other individuals who are assisting in the process of developing Tycoon Streets. Today's current value of Tycoon Streets is approximately $200,000. The way I came up to that evaluation is: 1, we have 3 patents pending on technology that I personally developed so that I can implement into this gamified geo application ecosystem. I am planning to bring this application to the entire world. So at a future valuation in 4 years from the inception of this company, Tycoon Streets, I plan to sell it to Niantic or one of the other large tech companies for no less than $1 billion. So today's valuation, roughly $200,000 because of the patents that are pending, the 52-page game manual, and all of the technology that I have already put together, both digitally and physically, to make this idea into an actual corporation. So this is how I'm going to value my shares going forward, just like every other corporation values them. Currently, we have 10 million shares established for Tycoon Streets. The company itself is worth roughly $200,000. In that $200,000, the stocks that are being split into that 200,000 is 10 million shares. That gives each share an estimate of 2 cents per share. Just 2 cents for one share. I held a round A friends and family to raise $3,000 in capital so I can streamline the process of developing Tycoon Streets as a legal structure and patenting the process. Unfortunately, I had to utilize my own revenue to fund the project. So in round A, I put aside $1,000 of my own revenue. With that $1,000, it cost me $600 to incorporate the corporation. And it cost me $65 to start the pending patent process. So currently, Tycoon Streets has a cash value of $345 in its account. But with the patents pending on the 3 different technologies and with all of the technical aspects and programming I have already put into the application and all of the digital assets that have been rendered, I bring the value of Tycoon Streets as of today $200,345. And in round B of raising capital, which will start in mid-January, the valuation of Tycoon Streets is going to be $300,000. It's going to be worth $300,000 because I'm planning to license the first campus to this technology, which is my own campus, American International College. And I have a meeting with the provost coming up in early January to discuss the technology and how it will benefit single sports team and organization on our campus, along with giving them valuable information that they can utilize to better streamline our campus. The reason why the value is jumping by almost $100,000 is because AIC is going to be the Genesis zone. They're going to be a lifetime partner of this application. So, as long as anybody has a technical device, they will have access to this application that I'm currently building. The ability to raise the valuation of Tycoon Streets by approximately $100,000 due to the value of the contract that we are going to lock in January, right before round B of funding. In mid-January, when we start round B of funding, Tycoon Streets is going to be worth $300,345. I am putting aside 1 million shares for our development team. That will cover developers, marketers, legal assistant, and any other team members that will help streamline our process. The shares that will be granted to the individual team members will have a 1-year cliff. That is important because a 1-year cliff tells the person that they are legally responsible to remain with the company for at least 1 year to start receiving their shares, so that people don't just up and go and start one small process and believe that they're legally entitled to shares of Tycoon Streets. So to protect myself and to protect the corporation that I am building, a 1-year cliff will be established for all team members. 1 million shares that I can utilize for investors. In January, round B, $1,000 of liquid capital for 30,000 shares of Tycoon Streets. So if you are interested in investing in Tycoon Streets in mid-January 2026, stay tuned. You're going to be able to acquire some shares of our company. I'm willing to trade 30,000 shares for $1,000 in cash so that Tycoon Streets can have enough shares in the future to hold a round C fundraiser or round D if necessary. So if you come in as an investor in mid-January, you will receive 30,000 shares for every $1,000 that you decide to invest, giving the company a 3 cents share value compared to the 2 cents share value that it holds today. For every $100,000 that Tycoon Streets gains in value, the stock share will gain 1 full cent. In 4 years, when we have a global ecosystem working properly with over 20 streams of generative income, Tycoon Streets will have a valuation of over $1 billion. So, somebody coming in today and acquiring 30,000 shares for 3 cents each will be able to sell their shares for approximately $100 4 years from the inception of Tycoon Streets. This may sound unbelievable because the truth is always unbelievable in this reality, but you can purchase 30,000 shares of Tycoon Streets in January at 3 cents each, hold them for 4 years, and sell them for $100 each, giving you a $3 million exit. Yep, 3 million. I didn't make up the math. I'm just following it. This is not for everybody, and you will not be able to sell until the exit in approximately 4 years. As a reminder, for any team members who are joining, a 1-year cliff will be implemented, so you can't run off with your shares prior to the 1 year of working with Tycoon Streets. Are you ready to join us? Join Tycoon Streets, a multi-billion-dollar company that is starting today and will flourish into the future. Tycoon Streets, coming to a device near you. Day 6, headed to the Mac Lab to build Tycoon Streets. If you know anybody that can help me with this process, send them my way. Quick recap of Day 5. Tycoon Streets will have 10 million shares, 2 million shares available for our investors and team. As of yesterday, we were worth $200,000, about 2 cents per share. We will be starting round B of funding in mid-January, and investors will have the opportunity to trade 30,000 shares for $1,000 in liquid assets, with a potential earnings of $100 per share from its 3 cents per share inception, giving an early investor a potential earnings of $3 million in approximately 4 years when we sell to a major corporation like Niantic. Welcome back to Day 6 of Tycoon Streets development. Today we're going to go into great detail of what is Tycoon Streets, how will people be able to engage with it, what are the main principles of the application, and how Tycoon Streets plans to go global in just under 1 year. Today we're going to discuss some of the main features and functions of Tycoon Streets and what it's going to make it so valuable. This tradable card system will enable players to collect locations that they visit in the real world. Similar to other applications that exist in the app market for Android and iOS, Tycoon Streets will use a player's GPS location on their device to determine where they are in our game platform. Players will be able to visit a public location and interact with that card and collect that card in various manners. Tycoon Streets has a 3-tiered card system that is very important to the pending patent technology that we are imposing into our application. Tier 1 will be general cards Cards that spawn at every public location based on Google Maps and Mapbox. Locations can be restaurants, marketplaces, libraries, museums, places of leisure, places of entertainment, parks, recreational locations. Any place that shows up on Google Maps already will show up in Tycoon Streets as a Tier 1 property card. A Tier 2 property card belongs to a partner business, company, or organization who participates inside of the Tycoon Streets ecosystem. A Tier 2 card can be your favorite restaurant, your college campus location, a theme park, a casino, transportation hubs, and marketplaces. Tier 2 property card is only spawning whenever a Tier 1 property card has become a partner of the ecosystem. The Tier 2 property cards that spawn inside of Tycoon Streets will be connected to a partnered location and will offer various services. For example, self-guided tours, or the ability to order food from a specific restaurant, or the ability to interact with a location you previously visited. Once you visit a location once and collect a property Tier 2 card for your wallet, going forward, you can interact with the functions of that Tier 2 property card, even if you're not in the vicinity of that specific location. Tier 3 rare cards. Now, these cards will spawn at very precise locations for a very short amount of time. For example, if a Tier 3 card is connected to a specific college campus and a player inside of our ecosystem has already interacted with the Tier 1 property card, thus unlocking the Tier 2 special cards on campus, Tier 3 card when it spawns during a specific sports event. These sports events can be a football game, a baseball game, whatever sport that the college offers. These special rare Tier 3 cards are going to spawn. A specific sports team for a college campus will be added to our ecosystem. The cards will spawn at a specific location and time for a short amount of time. For example, if the game is expected to last 1 hour, the card will only exist in the ecosystem for 1 hour and 30 minutes. 15 minutes before the event, 15 minutes after the event, the cards will never exist again. And this is why. If you are visiting a football game and your favorite player is the quarterback and you want to own a piece of that game during that specific moment, you can purchase a quarterback card that was spawned digitally on the side of the field that the players belong to. So both teams are going to have roster cards that spawn along each side of the sports area, and anybody at the event will be able to view these cards and purchase them, permanently storing them in the player wallet. The money that is collected from these specific cards during this specific event, 80% of it will go to that specific team. So if a player purchases a card from their favorite team and a card from the rival team, both the player team and the rival team is going to collect 80% of the revenue that is generated for the purchase of those specific cards. This is going to be copied for every single type of sports team from youth sports to middle school and high school sports to college sports, all the way to pro sports. The only difference is during the pro sports, 80% of the revenue is going to remain with Tycoon Streets, and only 20% of the revenue is going to go to the sports team. The reason why is Tycoon Streets is donating 80% of the revenue for the youth sports, middle and high school sports, and college sports as a fundraiser technique. But for pro sports, the NFL and the NBA and the NHL, they have their own sources of revenue. So we're just adding to those sources of revenue versus donating to those sources of revenue. That's why we switched it around and only gave 20% versus the 80% that everybody else is receiving. Tier 3 cards, these rare cards, are also going to spawn at transportation hubs. At an airport, they will spawn at all the gates. At a bus terminal, they will spawn at all the gates. At a train station, they will spawn on each platform. And at a port, they will spawn at each port entry. These Tier 3 cards will give players the special ability, for example, at an airport, acquiring airline miles for their specific airline at the gate they are waiting at. Or they can get a early boarding pass to allow them to board ahead of their scheduled boarding time. Or a free check bag. These kinds of perks are going to be ironed out with the airlines when the time comes, but these are the potentialities of awards that are collected at these Tier 3 cards at different transportation hubs versus the Tier 3 cards at a sports event. So at an airport, a Tier 1 card will spawn at the general location that Google Maps allows it to spawn at. The Tier 2 cards will spawn at the entrance of the airport at each entrance door and exit door, and they will also spawn at vital locations like restaurants or security area, information kiosks, and other locations that will feed the player vital information that is necessary. Once these cards are interacted with, a Tier 3 card system will spawn. And when you spawn a Tier 3 card system, you will have access to the card at the specific gate you are expected to wait at for your flight or bus or train or boat. Tier 3 cards will also spawn at a casino. Have you ever gone to the casino and been stuck waiting for long periods of time to play at a specific table because of the bet limits location? Well, the end is over. I have created a technique that a Tier 1 card will spawn at the casino's location. Tier 2 cards will spawn at vital locations in that area. And Tier 3 cards will spawn at vital gambling hubs. Every single table will have a Tier 3 card. Every single slot machine will have its own Tier 3 card. And players, instead of waiting, can interact with the card and access a portal to that specific casino, allowing them to gamble as if they were already at the specific table or machine. Players will still win and bet real money, and Tycoon Streets will collect a association fee by the casino, allowing the player to have the convenience of gambling even if a blackjack table or roulette table is full. Theme parks. A Tier 1 card will spawn at the location given for the theme park. Tier 2 cards will spawn at vital locations, restaurants, information hubs, ticket counters, and main entrances or parking zones for players to interact with information-wise or purchase things like a season pass or parking pass or bring a friend for the day pass, upgrade their season passes, purchase food prior to entering the park. If you're standing in line somewhere and you know that in 25 minutes from now you're going to be out of that line and ready to eat, you can purchase your food in advance and have it ready so when you arrive, you just grab and go. Games. Tier 3 cards will spawn at every queue line and every game available by the park. The queue line cards, the Tier 3 rare special cards on here, the rare cards, will allow players to eliminate the waiting time that they have in a queue line, granting them access to mini games where they will interact and try to acquire the high score. The player with the high score at a specific time ratio will acquire things like a free drink or a free line hopper for the next visit or even that same visit. And they will acquire other valuable items like to play a free physical game. Where the actual physical games are, Tier 3 cards will also spawn to allow players to play a digital version of that specific game, and the highest scoring player every so many minutes will be granted a QR code in their digital wallet, allowing them a free try at that specific game. Let's use the basketball game for example. If a player has the high score in the digital basketball Tier 3 card game, they will be given a coupon to their game wallet, allowing them a actual free try at the physical basketball game. For marketplaces and shopping centers, players will have a general card spawn at the location of the area. Tier 2 cards will spawn at vital locations inside of that area. For example, if you are at a shopping center and you are with your child and you want to keep your child busy, you can activate child mode, which will spawn mini games in every aisle of the specific location you are visiting, and keeping the child busy while collecting coupons at each mini game they interact with. For example, in the dairy area, a milking cow minigame will spawn at that Tier 3 card, allowing the player to interact with it and collect a coupon that is relevant to that specific location. Players will have Tier 2 cards spawn at the deli and the bakery, at the pharmacy, and all the other departments that are available, allowing players to interact and let the pharmacy know that they are at the current location so they can have their medication start to be prepped, or they can order meat from the deli and allow themselves time to shop and acquire their goods when they are ready. When you enter a shopping center, you already have the ability to acquire the coupons. So instead of stopping to acquire the coupons, we are granting you the ability to interact with the aisles that you're shopping in and acquiring coupons through the mini games so that you can utilize them during checkout. College campuses. A Tier 1 card will spawn at the college main location. Tier 2 cards will spawn at all of the vital buildings connected to that campus. Tier 3 cards will only spawn during special events. All of the different systems that I just explained will allow players to interact with the game world every single day all day long. People will have the ability through a Tier 1 card to play a minigame and battle for locations, building their wallet value. Tier 2 and Tier 3 cards will gain XP, thus having the player rank up in levels, which is important because when a player reaches level 100, they will unlock the ability to turn specific cards into NFTs or convert their in-game gold coins into our upcoming cryptocurrency, allowing players to withdraw their earned income inside of Tycoon Streets. This is massive. No other minigame that we know to exist functions in such a broad aspect. At a concert venue, players will have the ability to purchase tickets in advance, purchase concessions in advance, interact with events during halftime of the sports event or during intermission of an entertainment event. And if you go to a museum, a zoo, a library, self-guided tours will spawn based on our card system. This card system has been patented. We are patent pending for every type of aspect in this system that I have created. 3 separate pending patents exist at the moment. That's why I feel comfortable with sharing what Tycoon Streets is, how it's going to work, and how you can benefit from interacting in our ecosystem. If you are a small business and you are looking to gain foot traffic, this system will benefit you. It will show players that you are active in our ecosystem through a Tier 2 card, allowing them to interact with your location. You will have the ability to customize the mini games that players interact with at your specific location, and you are able to customize the time frame that players have to wait to acquire coupons and other valuable assets from your specific location. If you are a organization for entertainment, this will allow your customers to book things in advance and interact with your locations in a reasonable manner without having to physically be there. If you are a college campus, this will be a huge fundraising opportunity for every sports organization in your campus. High school sports, adult sports, youth sports. This is a huge fundraising aspect. When players reach level 100, they're able to turn the Tier 3 roster cards into NFTs. The NFT gains value over time when people trade and save it just like a regular sports card. If you have physical trading cards, these NFTs will be your digital trading cards for every player from youth sports to pro sports. Self-guided tours at college campuses, museums, zoos, and other locations like theme parks that people can go on a self-guided tour from location to location and gain valuable information or interactive mini games and trivias that are relevant to the location the player is interacting with. Tycoon Streets, coming to a device near you. Welcome world to day 7 of building Tycoon Streets. Join us daily for more content. Reached campus, day 7. Here we go. Day 7, loaded up. Here we go. Step 1 complete. Downloaded and installed the Maps SDK. I am in the game interface. I see Boston. I see Springfield in the house. Let's zoom in and see where it takes us. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Map is loaded up. Tycoon Streets, coming to a device near you. It is day 8, and I'm here on campus heading to the Mac Lab. Today I will be merging the maps with the digital cards, and we should have a working rendition in a couple of hours. So join me on this journey. Today is day 8, so if you haven't yet, catch up on day 1 through 7. I am in the Mac Lab, and I've been working for the last few minutes on loading up Unity and getting the maps working properly so I can start adding all of the game elements to the map. This is super exciting. Check it out. So we got American International College loaded up right here in the center of the map. I'm going to zoom in. Major milestone. Not perfect yet, but way farther than just an idea in somebody's head. Got the campus. I'm able to interact. You see, it's not in pause mode, it's in play mode, and I'm able to interact with the map. Still a bit fuzzy, but when I push stop, it still brings me back to the map. So she's working. Just gotta fix a few bugs now. This red cube represents a property card in the game. It is currently floating above American International College. As you can see, the game is in play mode and the map has loaded. The representation for the property card, which is currently a simple red cube, is loaded and stable inside of the game environment. Shortly, I will trade the red cube for the property card. Currently, I am going to build a script so these red cubes, also known as property cards, will soon spawn at every major point of interest location given to me by the map's operating system. Huge hurdle. AIC is here. The game is live. And the cube spawned over there. This cube is going to be representing the property card. As you can see, it's hovering as it's supposed to be. It's hovering slightly over the property, but it's at the wrong property. So we have to bring it to the right location. 9 hours later, and here we go. I'm going to press play and check out what we have completed. Red box representing a card automatically spawning above the American International College campus. This red box is going to represent a tier 1 property card. It is larger than I want at the moment because it was just there to prove a point of it automatically spawning at the designated location. I am logging out because I'm tired, and as it says here, I've been here for 9 hours. Day 8 is in the books. We have a working map interface and an auto spawning object that spawns at the exact location of the designated area that I chose. It is a red cube because I have not implemented the cards into the objects of the system yet. That is for another day. Day 8 has come to a close. Come back for more content tomorrow. Day 9. Day 9, here I am on campus. Building Tycoon Streets, day 9, here we are. Day 9, loading up. Unity is loading up. Here we go. I got the second asset to spawn. So far, we are still working with red cubes before we convert them to the digital trading cards. But I have one asset hovered over AIC and one asset over the intersection because I was playing with the coordinates to see how they spawn properly. So tomorrow, when I return, we will be spawning multiple assets at different locations that are valuable to the game. Day 9, we're logging out. Successfully achieved my goals for the day. Come back tomorrow for more. Tycoon Streets, coming to a device near you, 2026. Today is day 10 of building Tycoon Streets. I am at American International College and I am meeting with the provost of the college, which is another way to say president. And I have all the documents in hand. I'm ready to go. Here we go. I am here waiting in the reception area and I am super nervous right now. But all my documents are ready and I am ready. So this just comes to prove, follow your heart and you can find your dreams. And the meeting has come to a close. The nerves of steel have eased. 30 minutes took me to fully explain, answer super hard questions, and get this ball rolling. AIC will be our first partner in Tycoon Streets. Super excited right now. Whoa. Remember, join us daily for new content as we build this billion-dollar empire. Tycoon Streets, coming to a screen near you. Welcome to day 11. Today I plan on mapping the campus inside of the Unity game. Loading into Unity. Here we go, day 11. Here is the card interface that's going to be replacing the red cubes. 2 cards have spawned. The cards have spawned in their proper locations. The red card is for Lee Hall, the blue card is the library. I hit a huge milestone. I created all the script to set up the tier 1 and tier 2 card. As you can see, we're at AIC's campus. The first card is going to be the Lee Hall card. When I hit this button that says tier deck, it's going to spawn the library card. What is that? What is that? That is the card for the library. Oh, this is so exciting. The game is in play mode. To prove the concept of the 3-tiered card system is working functionally, I'm gonna click a tier 1 card. It's gonna spawn a tier 2 card. I'm gonna click that tier 2 card. It has now spawned a tier 3 card, and all of the cards spawn at their designated locations. They all spawned above their designated locations. Closing for the day, logging out for the day. Day 11 is in the books. The cards are spawning properly. Everything is working as it should. Come back for more. Day 12 is coming soon. Tycoon Streets, coming to a device near you. Tycoon Streets, coming to a screen near you. Welcome to day 13 of building Tycoon Streets. I have made it to campus and I'm going to start building the ecosystem so that I can interact with it using my iPhone. Join me for more content on building Tycoon Streets. Loading up Unity for day 13. Here we go. Day 13, building Tycoon Streets. Join us on our billion-dollar journey. I finished making the application in Unity. Now I'm turning it into an application that can be read by an iPhone. Huge step. Here they are, our Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4 cards. Pretty cool, right? Now I just gotta add them to the ecosystem where they belong. 8 hours later, I have a card. It says Lee Hall on it. I have all the other card sections set up, all the colors. AI is assisting me. I'm tired. I've been here for almost 8 hours, and I'm calling it a day. Day 13 is in the books. Tycoon Streets, coming to a screen near you. Day 14. Rain or shine, Tycoon Streets will be built. Walking in the rain. Gotta go mail out some legal documents for Tycoon Streets. Join me on my journey. Tycoon Streets is now a federally recognized corporation and will soon be a billion-dollar entity. Join me on this journey where I am building a digital ecosystem. Corporate binder is complete. All 15 sections are set and ready for action. Tycoon Streets, coming to a screen near you. Today is day 15 of building Tycoon Streets. Don't forget to join us daily for more content on how I'm building a multi-billion-dollar corporation. The corporation already legally exists. All of the entities' documents have been filed with every layer of our government, and we have customers already on our doorsteps waiting for the doors to open. Join us while I build Tycoon Streets. American International College, home of greatness. We are bringing Silicon Valley to Springfield, Massachusetts through AIC. Welcome to day 15, sitting at the library, finishing the building of my Tycoon Streets corporate binder. Just finished printing out the last couple of documents, and now I'm going to implement them and call it a full completion. Have you ever seen the skeleton of a corporate entity? Here is a preview of Tycoon Streets Incorporated. Protect yourself at all times. Off to the office of the provost. Documents in hand. Fellowship agreement. Let's hope they sign. Heading to the first potential business partner of Tycoon Streets. Just acquired the contact information for Boricua Bites, our first potential platform partner. Wish me luck, everybody. Just got the contact information for location number 2, Quick Pick in Springfield. Tycoon Streets coming to a screen near you. Welcome to day 16 of building Tycoon Streets. Loading into Unity. Here we go. A new day of progress. This is how I create a new script in a proper location. It tells me I have to make a new script inside of the core script section of the project. So I'm going to right click, come up to create, scripting, empty C# script. Bang. And then here it says to name it game clock. So the name of this new script file is going to be called game clock. Hit enter. And here's the script. It's empty. We need to add this script to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is hit copy. Show that it copied. Gonna come back to here. Double tap on here to open the script window. This happens always. It gives me multiple windows. Then I'm gonna choose the application. Gonna come down to text editor. Open her up. The code I just copied is gonna go here. And I'm gonna paste it. And right when I tap over here, out of the way, boom, updating the code. And when we click on the code again, there she is. This code is specifically for the tier 3 cards to tell them when to spawn, where to spawn, and when to despawn. I'm being told that I have to update the logic in one of the scripts to perform properly with the rest of the card system. So I already have a script that was created previously. I'm going to edit it. Come in here. I gotta cancel this twice to have it. It always happens. Come in here. Always have to look for the proper program, the text editor application. And I have to replace this entire script with the new one. So I'm gonna come up here and I'm going to click and drag it down. Copy, delete. Make sure there's nothing here. This is like a canvas. Whatever script you put in here, it's gonna make things happen inside of here, which affect things inside of the game. So we're gonna come back to here, copy this new script for this section, and we're gonna paste her in. Tap out here, and there she is. She has been implemented. So when I tap on it, the new script is available. We got the world map loaded up. And I'm going to slowly zoom in to our designated play zone. Nice and slow because it's rendering a lot of details simultaneously. Here we go. Look how detailed that is. Wow. Make sure we don't zoom into the wrong place. We're going right here to Springfield. The closer I zoom in, the slower it goes because it's rendering so many details. Here we go, baby. Here we go, here we go. How detailed that is. That place right there, the golden zone. We have the 4 cards. Each card has a different mechanism inside of the Unity platform. A tier 1 card is going to spawn at all public locations. A tier 2 card is only going to spawn at partnered locations. Tier 3 cards only spawn during special events. And tier 4 cards are a part of our philanthropy system. Day 16, significant progress has been made. Come back daily for updates. Tycoon Streets, coming to a screen near you. So, today is day 17 of building Tycoon Streets. Last night I received a very heartbreaking email. AIC denied my request for my fellowship. And in a way I'm sad, but I'm still heading to campus. It's snowing outside and I have to walk to the bus stop, which is about a 5-minute walk, heading to campus to work on Tycoon Streets. Regardless how many no's I get, I'm still gonna push forward. Looking for another campus that wants to be our Genesis zone. It comes with special benefits. So if you know anybody in a high level college structure, institutional, educational, whatever it may be, send them my video. Send them all of my videos. Let them know I'm building something huge. Not everybody's gonna be participating, but at least I know I will be benefiting. Stay tuned for more content on the way. Made it to the Mag Lab for day 17 of building Tycoon Streets. Got my first major no yesterday, but it will not break my spirit. I legally own Tycoon Streets Inc. Got 10 million shares, recognized by the federal and state governments. And soon there will be institutions banging on our door, begging to get in. Got our first no. It's cool. It takes a lot of no's to get a yes sometimes, but here we are, moving forward. Make sure you join me daily for new content on Tycoon Streets. Loading up Unity for day 17. So, life has its pros and cons. Things happen, good things happen, and bad things happen. Mostly just things happen. And when something doesn't happen in your favor, it is up to you to manipulate it to turn into your favor. So I was denied a fellowship. That's not stopping me from building a multi-billion-dollar corporation. All of the legal structure exists. The game application is being built. And I am still moving forward in the right direction, even if it's not in a efficient direction. This life is difficult. Don't make it any more difficult. Find a shortcut and make sure that shortcut is efficient before you move forward. Here is Tycoon Streets in a digital format, in a physical format, and a application that is being built. For anybody who thinks that I'm just uploading content, this is a full legal corporate binder. All sections are present. Everything is up to date and legal. So if anybody wants to join my team, I'm still here waiting. I need someone to help me program this game. Although I'm moving rapidly through the process, I still need some assistance. I'm not perfect. AI can only push me so far. Motivation is hard to find, self-motivation is even harder, but here I am. Multi-million-dollar company on the way, with or without anybody's assistance. Don't come when I'm done, come when I'm building. I've been here for approximately 6 hours. My brain hurts. I have progressed slightly in the right direction, still working on connecting Google Maps API and other useful tools so I can build this game in a efficient manner. As you can see, AIC campus, all the buildings are properly labeled. We have the 4 cards. Each card has a different mechanism inside of the Unity platform. A tier 1 card is going to spawn at all public locations. A tier 2 card is only going to spawn at partnered locations. Tier 3 cards only spawn during special events. And tier 4 cards are a part of our philanthropy system. Tycoon Streets coming to a screen near you. Heading to campus for day 18 of building Tycoon Streets. Remember from yesterday, never take no for an answer. You have the ability to create whatever you wish in this reality. So push forward. Since my fellowship that I proposed to my college campus was denied yesterday, I am now updating all of the vital documents to reflect the changes. For example, never take no for an answer. Life is easy. All you have to do is keep manifesting and manipulating reality in your favor. Instead of being upset at the choices that others make, you have to learn to grasp the choices that you make. So today, I'm taking my time to completely change my business apparatus, all of the different documents that specifically refer to American International College as our Genesis zone, and I'm changing all of the different sections and their wording to better reflect a more generic flow. Today I didn't work on building the actual Tycoon Streets application. I spent most of my time editing documents so that everything flows smoothly at the bank. I have printed all the necessary documents to revise all of my business structure to make it generic and not specific to a institution. Here we go. Logging out for day 18. Come back for more. Tycoon Streets coming to a screen near you. Welcome to Tycoon Streets, day 19. Today I am meeting with the owner of Boricua Bites in Springfield, Massachusetts, and we will see if they will become our first pilot partner. Super excited. Heading to Boricua Bites right now to go talk to the owner. Remember, no matter how many no's you get, eventually a yes will show up. Super excited right now. We just locked in our first partner, Boricua Bites in Springfield, Mass. Stay tuned for more content. Super excited. Just locked in our first customer, partner location, Boricua Bites. Come check them out. They're on State Street in Springfield, right across from a local college. Tycoon Streets coming to a screen near you. Today is Saturday, day 20 of building Tycoon Streets. It is negative whatever degrees out here. It says it feels like negative 5 degrees. But where am I? Waiting for the bus to go build Tycoon Streets. So if you can, Give me a like, help the algorithm, give me a share, and I would be highly appreciative of it. Check out Book of I, and in that book, I quote, "Motivation is hard to find, but I found it and I am blind." So keep looking into your own self, push yourself, because I'm out here, day 20, getting on campus right now, go build Tycoon Streets. No matter how many times you fall, get yourself back up, because no one else is gonna hold your hand if you're not gonna be able to stand on your own 2 feet. That's a metaphor. Don't take it literally. Loading into Unity. Got a lot of great things for today. Day 20, building Tycoon Streets. It's about that time you like, share, and follow to stay updated. Starting where we left off.
This is Tycoon Streets HQ. Status: full system integration. Phase: production ready, version 3.0. Luis, I have synchronized the grocery store protocol, Aldi, Walmart model, with the educational, casino, theme park, and transit protocols. We are now deploying the Universal Factory architecture. This approach uses a single set of scripts that adapt automatically based on the building type. Here is the complete, consolidated codebase. You can copy, paste these files directly into the folder structure we established. Part 1. The definitions. Link to card enums.cs. Location. Assets. This file acts as the DNA of the ecosystem. It defines every possible facility type, from a casino floor to a grocery deli. Part 2. The data blueprint. Link to card data so.cs. Location. Assets. This is the form that holds the data for every card. It now includes the grocery and affiliate fields. Part 3. The Universal Logic Manager. Link to Universal Interaction Manager.cs. Location. Assets. This is the most important script. It handles the grocery protocol, casino portal, and eDo Hive logic in one switchboard. It replaces the individual managers. Part 4. The Revenue Engine. Link to RevenueManager.cs. Location. Assets. This handles the Boomerang Money, roster cards, and affiliate tracking, casino. Part 5. The Hive Manager. Link to HiveManager.cs. Location. Assets. Handles the locking of campus theme park zones so you can't open 2 anchors at once. How this delivers your vision. Grocery store protocol. The handle grocery department function specifically checks if you are at the deli, pharmacy, or meat department and generates the tracking number logic you requested. Casino protocol. The interaction mode. Portal_external logic ensures no gambling happens in our app. It just opens the partner URL. Theme park protocol. The minigame_Q versus minigame_digital twin logic separates the line hopper games from the try before you buy games. Generic factory. None of this code says MGM or Big Y. It relies on the enums, building type, making it infinitely scalable to any partner. Implementation step. Copy these 5 files into their respective folders. You now have the full logic backend for Tycoon Streets.
Sign up at our domain to acquire your gold coins today. Creating the Tier 1 card for Boricua Bytes. Since they were our first contracted partner, here it is. 00001 Boricua Bytes Tier 1 Anchor card. Huge update, y'all. So here's the Tier 1 property cards. We have one over the center of AIC, one over Boricua Bytes, and the other one over the athletics area of AIC. When I push play and I move my character closer, so when I tap the Tier 1 Boricua Bytes card, you can see the information, Boricua Bytes, anchor, code value, and when I hit the Tier Deck button, the second card spawns but directly next to it, so you can't really tell it's the second card. but you can tell when you tap on them, there are different cards. You're going to be able to do many things. These are just the functions I have in here now. The same for the AIC. When I hit the X and I tap on the AIC main card, the tear deck function gives me a card right next to it. And there are other features and functions that are going to be added to that as well. I've been here for approximately 6 hours. I am mentally exhausted, drained, tired, whatever you want to call it. I'm working alone. I'm still looking for people to join my team. Got contract signed. Everything is ready to go. Hit me up if you really want to join the show. And we are out. Day 20. All we have is time. Learn to spend it wisely. Tycoon Streets, coming to a screen near you.